Hello and welcome back to Pump with Purpose. So today I was a little bit hesitant, I guess, but it's Friday. So I was hesitant about talking about this because, it can have some controversy, but I'm just bringing to you some thoughts and ideas to the table, and you can take from it what you want and what you can't. The saying is it can go in one ear and out the other. And so today I want to talk a little bit about help. It's something that we don't get a lot of. And so for the Dixon household, how I get help is, so for me, for the longest time, I fought against it, but, through the whole pregnancy out, I was struggling trying to keep the house clean. That's my biggest thing. Both of us, we're that couple that we're both have OCD on something. So, he would go through, move something in the house, and I'd go back through and move it back again because we know where we put things and how we put them. So we're that house. So imagine us trying to, figure things out. And so for us, my husband, after a while, I just was struggling. Trying to climb up and down the stairs. I thought it the whole time. He's like, just hire a cleaning service. And I'm like, what? A cleaning service? I could do this. I don't need a cleaning service. And, by the time you get 8.5, 9 months pregnant, it's not the look anymore. I was struggling trying to keep the house clean. I was out of breath, tired. And after working, all the way up until I had my first son and, even afterwards, it just was something I had to give into. And so we do have a cleaning service. And so they don't come every week. They don't come every 2 weeks. They don't come every month. We get them to come every 2 months. It's my treat to myself. Mind you, I spend half the time before they get here, just tidying up because I want them to clean every nook and cranny. But, I maintain the household and everything, but, really doing that deep cleaning, that's my treat to myself. I'm like, I am going to treat myself. When they leave and the way the house smells, I'm just like, so as hesitant as I was about it, as hesitant as, just trying to do it all, I realized that I needed help. And so, that is something that works well for us. It's something that I treat myself with, because it's just a lot trying to get things done. And so, that's what works well for us. I'm going to talk about some things that may be budget friendly, some things that may not be so budget friendly, and some things that may not be the best environmentally per se, depending on, how you feel about some things. But right now, what I'm learning about motherhood, it doesn't mean that just because you do something in that moment means you have to do it forever. It's just trying to get you through tough times. And so, I've talked to different moms. They have revealed things that work for them and their family. And so I'm just here. I think that, other people may actually have a maid. They actually have someone to do meal prep for them. I've heard of that. I've even heard of mother's helpers. Depending on the school district, there are like school age kids that can come and help you in the evenings or weekends. It's a great resource. They get credit for it. So, that was an idea that has worked well. Neighbors, they offer babysitting services for their kids that may be in high school, and, just to have them come help in the afternoons may be something that works well. There are even what I did not know until one of my old neighbors told me, and I was like, what's that? There are actually overnight nanny services, like that the person will come in and help with the baby overnight. And I tell you, it's probably been out for a long time, but I did not know that. And it really helps moms get through the postpartum journey, and they come in, they help during the night so you can sleep. And so if that works for you and your budget, it's out there. I think that, it's so many things that can help us if we, can. There's some that are more budget friendly, some that, may not be. And so some people I know, they use nanny shares. And so they'll have a nanny to come and, the person will watch a few kids at a time. There are also like parents' night out. What's that? where I have a neighbor, but they are in another neighborhood, but they actually have one parent will watch a couple sets of kids, and the other two parents will like go out for the evening, and then they share in that. So each family has a chance to, have an opportunity to get out the house. And so that has worked well. Also, my kids go to daycare, so I utilize daycare. It is my saving grace. I will tell anyone. I love where my children go. I mean, it's important and instrumental when picking a daycare is to make sure that it can grow with you, grow with the kids, having the curriculum that works well for you, but also the teachers. I mean, if I needed, someone to come over in the afternoon or on the weekends, like, reaching out to your caregiver to help with that, outside of time, maybe something that is beneficial. So it's always good to have those things. And then even in the house. So, for us, I do a lot of hand washing of my parts and stuff. I do let them dry in the dishwasher, but we don't have a lot of stuff that I need to start the dishwasher up every day. It's just not, it doesn't need to happen. I mean, so, it takes me 10 minutes to wash, and I will put it in the top part of the dishwasher to get what I need, to let it dry for the next day. So, but, for the week it will accumulate. So I have dishwasher Friday. So today is my dishwasher day. So I don't have to wash anything. I purposely, let everything from the bottom. I put stuff in the bottom rack that do need to be washed and cleaned, and I have dishwasher Fridays. So that's my day. Also, Fridays are just my day. Like after a whole week, I'm not trying to do a lot. So we do takeout Fridays. So I take my kids, to get, their favorite food. Usually every other day they eat here after I pick them up for daycare, but they look forward to going to their favorite place and getting food. And, so it works well. Fridays are my light day. I mean, so those two things work well. And during a time where it's a lot to keep the dishes washed. And so, if you need to use some paper products to help get through a time where you're not having dish after dish after dish to wash, that's an option as well, to do, even if it's for a short period of time. It's just helpful to not have to stress yourself out trying to do all the time. And lastly, kids. My kids are now old enough that they can clean up behind themselves. I'm a stickler. Before we go to bed every night, they pick up all the toys. Their playroom sometimes, that's a whole nother story, but as much as I can, they're learning like where to put things. I'm probably creating a miniature version of myself, but they have their bins that their toys go in, and they put them away. And every night before bed, or if you look behind me, that's the ottoman. Can you see it? I'll move out the way. So I'm always hiding it. So it's my saving grace. I have ottomans everywhere. I have two in my office. I have this one here. I have one over there that their daycare stuff goes in, their book bag. I hide everything. So it is my saving grace to have ottomans that I can just out of sight, out of mind. Put it away. They know where it goes. They put their stuff back. I mean, the ottoman top is over there as well. So, some days when I want to pretend that the kids' toys aren't in it, I'll put the top on it. But then they come home and they're like, Mommy, I need that. I want da. So then I got to take the top off. So I just leave it off. It stays over there. But those are just things that, really help me to keep a tidy house, because it's very important to me. And so I just really try to incorporate the kids when they're old enough, of course, to be able to help and understand that they need to clean up behind themselves. And so we try to, once we use something, we put it back where it belongs. We don't, take it and just leave it there. I'll pick it up later, because guess who's picking it up? Me. So I'm like, put it back. If you're going to play with it, even to my husband, if you're going to use it, you put it back. So, those are just some ways that I seek help. I get help. and support, and it has worked well for me so far. So I hope you find something that you can take from this, and if not, I just thank you for taking the time to watch. So until next time with Pump with Purpose.